That hurts, man. That hurts. You want me to buy 8 now and then 24 later?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 5. Yeah, it is. It is. I know.
Who's
um.
keeping count? But yeah.
So, welcome to episode 5. I am your host, Gerard. With me is Ed, who has a lot to say about, I don't know, two things today. Two things. I thought we were gonna just do the one thing because, in my head it was just The Last of Us Part 2. Um, and
Yeah, I'm here
this
to talk about muscles and switchblades
and golf clubs.
and golf clubs and everything in between.
Yeah. But there's another thing that came to our attention, and
Hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
it's making this guy cry. Okay, so
You're
without
making me
further
cry.
ado, first topic, first order of business. Let's go. The Mamba Forever trailer. So yeah, I'm not gonna put audio on this. We're just gonna watch it because I don't want to get another copyright strike. Ah, and it's even an artist. Look at that. No gameplay. Well, actually, this might be the gameplay. It's
This is
2K21.
actual gameplay, man.
It's your painting now.
That's how
Yeah.
you start. You're a painter. Then somebody kills your your immediate family. You know what? I'm gonna be a basketball player. That's
Jesus.
dang. That's pretty good. Pretty nice. All right.
Who's
But
the
you're hurting my
artist?
heart, 2K.
Who's the artist though?
Oh well, didn't say.
Okay, this
You're hurting
hurts.
my heart, 2K.
This hurts. This hurts a lot. For fans, for
And 582 folks agree.
come
That
on.
hurts a bit.
But come
That
on.
hurts a bit.
That 9.2K, yeah, that fucking hurts a lot.
Man, like, um, yeah, there. The first comment, I understand it. 2K really profiting off Kobe's death by trying to charge us an extra $40 for this cover. And not only that, if you are interested in both covers, right? One of it is current gen and the other one is next gen. Now I get it. It's a business. I completely get that, but it's just it leaves a sour taste in my mouth, man. Like I like them both, to be honest with you. I love them both. Like it's really well done from an art standpoint and whatnot.
Mhm.
It's just that if I want them both, I gotta spend so much, like man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know me. When it comes to buying video games, again, your perspective and my perspective on these things.
Yeah.
You like the physical copies. I love the
Mm-hmm.
digital ones, digital versions of games where I don't have to deal with all these things. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, by the way, I changed my mind. I'm probably gonna get the one with the disc tray, just because who knows, I might need it.
Mm.
Anyways, that's a whole
Okay.
different donut on its in itself. So, yeah, dude, this just sucks. This absolutely sucks. If I'm getting the digital version of this, it's probably gonna be the same cash grab by 2K, and it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And you know what's more fucked up here? Like for me, what's more fucked up
Mm.
is that you can buy 2K21 right now. Well, as soon as it comes out for
Mm.
$59.99, which is your standard $60 priced game, right?
Yeah.
And then if you have a PS5 and then you still haven't bought 2K and you don't have enough for the Kobe Bryant or the Mamba Forever edition, you have to buy it at $70.
$70, man.
I
Wait, $70?
Yeah,
The Mamba?
no.
Oh,
The
sorry.
standard one.
I misunderstood.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The next gen, the Zion, right? Um, yeah, dude.
it's weird. It's weird. Um,
So if I get myself a Kobe, a number 8, and it's you know what, you know what I hate the most. It's the art is excellent, man.
it's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
so tempting. It's beautiful, shit. And then when you peel it back, it's covering corporate shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're
Hmm.
they're just covering something nasty with something so pretty. If I decide to go for the Mamba edition and PlayStation 5 inadvertently rolls out, there's number 24 staring me in the face. Come get me, man. Come get me. Right? If I'm just counting on the update, right? If I get the Mamba edition, let's pretend like the update is going to be free. Just
Yeah.
pretending, right?
Yeah. Sure.
That's all I'm counting on. When the PS5 comes out, there's number 24. The number 24 version kind of like, come on, man. Come on. Come get me. Just $99. Like, no big deal. You
And
bought number 8. Why can't you buy me? Ah,
you know,
man.
you know what's funny here?
This
I know,
sucks.
I know. You're gonna be you're a super fan. You're a super fan of Kobe. You're a
Oh,
bigger fan than I am, and you're gonna be sucked into this like
God damn it.
Jesus. You're already thinking about what to sell, what to what to throw away.
No, I'll be telling you right all throughout for future videos, for future purposes, right now. Fuck 2K, man. Fuck 2K. Well, I'm wrapping it. Fuck 2K, man. I'm taking out the Kobe. Fuck 2K. Jesus Christ, you guys fucking sucks. And then, oh my God, Kobe.
That is true. That is true.
Jesus Christ.
Cause he, the problem is we can hate on 2K as much as we want. I mean that's a strong word, hate. You know, we can be pissed off at 2K as much as we want, but where else can we get this?
Okay, where else can you get that, man? Pretty. Jesus Christ. You know what? You know what I was thinking. If for in goodwill, for fans, for just the fans, man, and the current situation that we are in. If I was 2K, I would have just made an 8 and 24 version of it. There you go. So you don't feel bad even when the PS5 comes out. You have it. Last gen, yes, to PS4, but you have them both. Goodwill for the fans, man. This is like this is like they know they're the bad guys and they're okay with it. You know, it's like
It's true.
ah,
That
Jesus
is true.
Christ.
Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know what's gonna happen when it releases because I want to see if it's gonna be riddled with a lot more microtransactions. It's already buying a full priced game. Like it's $60. Okay, so like I said, you know, it jumped from 59 to 69, or 59.99 to 69, or sixty
Yeah,
dollars to $70. But
yeah.
you come out with this game annually. Like I understand like if a game like The Last of Us 2
Mm,
jumps from 60 to 70 because of the production value that went into that, and I'm not
mm,
dismissing the fact that you know the 2K has very you know little production value, but you come out with this shit every year, and it's riddled with micro
mhm.
fucking transactions. So
We
why
can't.
the
The
hell?
fans can't get a break, man.
Yeah, why the hell would you charge more for a game that you know will be full of fucking that you'll just cash grab everybody? This is the reason why I stopped playing 2K. I can no longer enjoy my career because I have the draw for me was I had to purchase a haircut just to see it, where I could have just used that for attributes. That was the last straw for me. 2K18 was the last straw. I am done with 2K. That's why I'm only asking people like, "Hey, well, how's 2K?" You know, I ask you a lot. Like, what's happening with 2K? Like, is it good? Yeah, it's good, but damn. That's it.
Man,
I cannot. I can no longer support 2K in any way, shape, or form. Even with the Mamba Forever Edition. I don't know. I think it's such a
fucking hell,
criminal way to say
criminal.
goodbye to Kobe. Like we already had long goodbyes, and now this is a cash grab. This is a fucking cash grab, and it's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
It's filthy, man. It's
Mm,
filthy. Well,
yeah.
I'm uncovering the Mamba edition. It's filthy, man. Fuck you guys.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, dude, I agree. Like, um, and all in all, the only thing that really hurts me is just it's so pretty, dog. Like, um, it's so well done, man. Like from an art perspective, Jesus Christ.
It's true.
I like this. I like this game now. I like this game. Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh,
I like this game.
this is
At first, I
triggers.
only liked it because Keanu Reeves was in it. Now I'm cool with it. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
That scared me though. No lie.
Mm. There's a lot of interesting things um that I
And
wanted to
you
talk
can
about.
select, and it's so customizable that you can pick your penis size. What?
That I didn't know. I didn't know that I can select my penis size.
The customization is crazy. Like for the ladies, of course, you can select your bust size, but for the males, first time ever, CD Project Red innovation, innovation personified. You can now select
And
your dick size.
with the current climate of gender politics
Mm,
today,
mm.
I would have to say CD Project Red coming out with a dick size. Uh, that is brave, braver than The Last of Us Part Two, man. That is brave.
Because they were so cautious during The Witcher 3, right? And this is where they throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. Let's do something risky now. We're done with The Witcher. We're good with Geralt's story. Let's do something risky now. Where's the dicks? Where are the dicks here? Come on, you can choose a big one or a little one.
True.
No,
Okay,
but I
true.
think it's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I might have missed commentary, but it also would appeal to the LGBT community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
definitely. It's
uh,
diverse.
I'm not.
It has a lot of
I've lost. Not sure if I've heard commentary in this because I don't want to misquote anybody.
mhm.
But that could be a big appeal to the LGBT or LGBT gamer brothers and
Mm,
sisters. You know,
yeah.
so I get it. I get it. I get it. I love the customization options, but like you said, like you always bring up for first person games, right? All that customization and you can't see it. So I love the customization option. I like the different gameplay approach, right? So should be good. And I'm looking forward to that. Edge Runner. They
Studio
have an anime
Trigger,
collaboration with
man. Studio Trigger, man.
uh
Come on. Of
yeah,
course we're gonna watch that shit. Hello,
yeah,
anime. Yeah, it's gonna be something to watch out for.
yeah.
Definitely. This brain
And
dance.
it's
Have you seen
uh
this? Have you seen
yeah,
this brain dance
yeah.
gameplay?
The
Holy
brain
shit!
dance gameplay.
This takes meta to a whole new level. Would you agree?
Hmm.
God,
It reminds me a lot of detective mode
for
from the
Batman?
Arkham games.
Yeah, Batman
Yeah,
Arkham.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I agree with you, dog. Like it takes meta to a whole new level.
Jesus Christ.
Let me show you what I've been to. Let me show you what I've been doing. And you can play and you can select different aspects of it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is
It's cool.
this game is gonna be deep, and I don't think that like after a week Like I'm pretty sure you and me are gonna get this game, right? You and me are gonna be buying this game,
You and
and
me, we're def. If you're getting it and I getting it, then we gotta talk about it real time. It
yeah.
can't be like. That's why I'm thinking of grabbing Ghost of Tsushima, because I want
Hmm.
to be able to talk to you about that. Like I can't be. I don't want to rely on gamers because it's not my experience. You know what I mean? Like, um, I want to try to get Ghost of Tsushima so that when you play it, when you're in a certain part, when you're a certain part, I can be at that certain part and we can talk about it more. But yeah, I agree. If you're gonna get this game, I'm gonna get this game, and we gotta have the discussion because the mechanics, the things, my approach is not gonna be the same as yours. So we can talk. There's
Definitely.
so much conversation, right?
There's
and
so
and my
much. Yeah.
penis is gonna be big. Is gonna be bigger, like from your bust size. I don't know, like
Yeah. You already know I'm gonna play as a girl in this game.
you're gonna go for a female avatar. I know this, but the the variation of the discussions we're gonna have for this game, like my gameplay, how much different was your approach, right? What were your upgrades? What did you choose? How did you come into this mission? What are the different things that you did? The discussion is so robust, man. This is gonna be fun when it
This is
hits
absolutely
when
gonna
November
be.
hits.
This is absolutely gonna be crazy. Of course, I am already. I'm already at that point where I am not gonna play this on the PS4. This will not. The PS4 will. I am. The PS4 will not do this game justice. Come on. Even with the Pro, I get it. The Pro is a little bit more powerful, but yeah, I believe that the PS4
What if?
won't
Like,
give this
yeah, go.
justice.
Sorry.
So in for just for um graphic fidelity's sake, I will need to buy this on the PS5, and I will have to play this on the PS5. No other way. I'm
What
sorry.
if you get it for a PS4 price point and the upgrade or the update to upgrade it is free? Would that change your mind?
I think I might have different experiences with that. Like,
Oh, okay. All right. So you're really gonna go for
yeah,
a dedicated PS5 disc. Okay. All right. I got you.
I'm not gonna force myself to play on an older generation. Shit, I can't believe, like, I can't believe I'm saying it's an older generation now.
And it's not over yet, right? It's still alive. You're already digging the grave for it. Like, come back.
Oh, there you go. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect.
I'm back there. Yeah, somebody turned off the Wi-Fi. All right. So here we go. Here we go.
Sorry, I forgot where I
There.
was. I had
All
like a
right. I'm back.
long, like thing to say, and then it's like, is Ed still there? No. All right then.
You're
Okay.
just killing the PS4. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
let
yeah.
me bury this right now.
Yeah, I was like, no, no, no. I was saying that. I was saying that. Oh Jesus, I I had this whole wallpaper saying the PlayStation 4 is the next generation, and then now I'm saying it's like the shit generation. Jesus Christ!
It's almost dead.
It's been 7
It's in
years.
hospice care now. You only have a few months to live. You're in hospice
Whew.
care.
But tell you what, it's been an awesome 7 years. Great, great games. Uh, Spider Man, Witcher 3. What else? Uncharted 4. Love that. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn. Love it. What else? Uh,
Spider-Man.
yeah, that was my first one. Spider
God of
Man.
War.
I never played God of War. Uh,
Uncharted.
yeah, I did say Uncharted. I never played the Legacy something though. What was that? The one with the girl?
God of War.
No. The Uncharted where there's two girls.
Sekiro.
What?
Oh, okay. Sekiro.
Sekiro. Yeah, yeah. That's it's just been amazing. Like I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a lot, but there are more games.
Oh, I haven't. No,
Oh shit, we're
I haven't played
delayed.
it. The
We're
Lost Legacy.
oh shit, we're delayed. Like oh fuck. Oh no, we're delayed like crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. Lost Legacy. I think.
I knew we were delayed when you were like, "What?" Because I was saying, because I was saying Lost Legacy at that point in time when you were asking, and then I figured it was delayed because you said what, like, and then I said, "Yeah, Lost Legacy, that's what it is," and then I figured it was delayed.
Jesus. If you saw the timing on my end, you would be laughing your ass off. Oh
Yeah, I
my
see your screen
goodness. Serious, dude. That's serious.
there. All right.
Oh man. That's funny as fuck. That's funny as Sekiro. There you go. Alright. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and end it with a final thought for what we've seen so far from CD Projekt Red and their absolutely gorgeous, beautiful cyberpunk world. So what's your
I think this is going to be a nice. I think this is going to be a nice change of pace for people who were highly disappointed with The Last of Us. Because
mm,
this time it's the complete opposite, right? Everything's up to you. Like player agency is right off the charts. Like
yeah.
even I heard commentary about it from people who were fortunate enough to play the game, that even getting up from your seat requires you to kind of like some button presses, right? And even then, the process of getting up from your seat or sitting down, you can look around even during conversations, which is crazy, right? So the
Mm,
amount of player agency is ridiculous here. So
mm,
I suppose people who hated control to being taken away from them during The Last of Us Part Two is gonna enjoy this game.
clearly, this is
I
gonna
can wait.
be
I can wait. I'm hyped. I'm hyped with this.
yeah. Clearly, this is gonna be like a total 180, right? No, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, a total
mm,
180 from
yeah.
that. And so is
Mm-hmm.
Ghost of Tsushima, which we'll also be getting, I think, pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do gameplay for that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I may I may be able to because I just got a capture card. Let's go. I'm ready for PS5, bro. Uh,
Nice.
all right. And yeah, I guess that's about it for oh jeez.
He
Yeah.
is
All right. I think we're delayed again. Jeez. What's happening? Yeah, I think we're delayed again. Like by a lot. Let's close this.
no.
How about let me close some of these things and let's just go to um mm, let's look at the Metacritic webpage. Okay. Okay.
Yo, yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, I thought we were delayed again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's looking a lot better now. 5.1. I'm thinking, yeah, that's fine by me. This game doesn't deserve a 0 like a lot of people are saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they deserve this 0.
Touchy feely bastards.
Um
Yeah, because you know, um, it deals with some real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, you pointed out a very interesting point that it's not a game about revenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's human reaction, right? And the price you pay for the decisions you make,
Mm.
right? Like, um,
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Um, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, fucking internet sucks right now.
uh-oh.
Uh,
Yo, yo,
Yo, yo, yo, what's
yo,
up,
can you hear me?
man? I can. You're
All
dipping in and out.
right, cool.
Let's see here. Let's see the PlayStation page then. Oh, no, it's too heavy.
Yeah,
Let's-
what is I talking about?
Oh, okay. So you were talking about how this game wasn't a tale of revenge or wasn't about.
Um, I forgot. Shoot, I lost my train of thought.
All right. Okay. So let's do it this way. All right. So we're talking about The
Yeah, yeah,
Last of
but
Us.
I've always thought about it's a story of revenge. But you brought me thinking. Like,
Uh,
am I gone again?
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, you are. Oh man, what is going on? It's 3 a.m. You should have stable internet at this hour.
no, not for me. Not for me. I
Jesus, man.
apologize to anybody who will be watching this. Um, I
You,
should be getting better internet. I should.
yeah.
Since of the since of the past. I'm
No,
catching up quick.
the problems the problems lie in our own people. It's not our own fault. They just can't provide decent enough service. Jesus,
Yeah.
man. Um, yeah, and I just paid my internet too. Like, holy fuck! And they've been cutting me off like since yesterday. Oh,
It's good that Happy's will be the one
yeah, yeah,
to stream the event.
yeah. I'm crying. I can't do it. I'm not able to. Jesus. Okay. So you were saying? You were saying?
Yeah. So when you told me earlier that you didn't think this is a story about revenge, that got me thinking. So maybe there's some truth to that. Like this is a story about not necessarily revenge, but just cause and effect. Like
Mm.
all of your decisions, there are consequences to those decisions. And I found their stories to be what I found interesting about The Last of Us is because there is no clear villain, there is no clear hero either,
Mm.
right? They're both of them, Abby and Ellie, are living in that in between, right? So you can't really establish who's the good guy here, who's the bad guy, and I think that's what turns a lot of people off in terms of storytelling,
Yeah.
because there is no clear cut. Like you can never tell. Who am I
Well,
supposed to like here? Who am I supposed to side here?
true.
Right?
That is
Yeah.
absolutely true in this game world. But going
Hmm.
by our the real world, right? This
Hmm.
cordyceps, the whole thing is cordyceps, right? Like the infection. that
Mm,
goes into the human brain and turns them into zombies, but they're conscious
yeah.
as they're, you know, as
Yeah. That's a fucked up thing about it. Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
know, but you have no control.
so I went about and asked and looked at like The Last of Us Part One and how people saw the end of The Last of Us Part One,
Mm,
and it got me thinking, like, was this really the route, and was Joel really a bad guy? And
mm,
it brought me to a whole lot of people talking about it. And so the TLDR here is that Joel made the right decision by not letting Ellie die. The reason
what do you
is,
think, though?
hmm, yeah. Well, I'm going
Sorry,
on.
before you get into that.
Mhm,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. So, um, the reality is, if you kill Ellie, the chances of actually getting the cure or the vaccine will drop down to zero. Because if you fail creating that vaccine, you will no longer have a healthy host. The best the best way to do that is to have Ellie get pregnant and then get um the um brain cells from the 2 month old fetus, according to real
Mm,
science. So yeah, saving Ellie was a good idea, but we're talking about The Last of Us here, right? We're not talking about real world shit. So if we're talking about The Last of Us, they probably did this again. I'm pushing the creator vision over player expectations or fan expectations. That's where I'm getting at.
mhm,
Because and you know me, I told you this back then. If Last of Us was a movie, I would watch it. It would be a great movie.
mm,
That would be it would be
mhm.
fine. It would still convey the same emotion. It would still show me uh, everything without doing the entire gameplay a la Uncharted, right? So
Mhm.
my my I lost my train of thought there for a minute. My thought process here is like oh shit, I lost my train of thought. God damn. Um, where was I? So I was talking about
The,
how
a movie as opposed to you being the passenger seat.
yeah. So yeah, creator vision over player expectation, right? Or
Mm, yeah.
fan expectation. So they probably did that. Ellie has to die for the story to move forward, right? And that's it. No matter how you spin it, whether you put reality in it,
Mhm,
it's still the creator's vision. So you're already
mhm,
in this ride where you're already in Neil Druckmann's world by agreeing to that first game, and then now disagreeing. If you disagree because real world science doesn't make sense of it, then that's just you know again, you're boohooing because you didn't get what you want. I actually didn't get what I
mm, yeah.
wanted, but I'm not boohooing about it. I'm just saying that, hey, that's I guess it's
Oh,
part of life, right?
fascinating. Oh, but how about you, man? Personally, with the events of the first Last of Us, do you agree with how it ended? Was from a storytelling perspective or from storytelling angle? Do you think that the ending of the first Last of Us,
Was perfect.
um,
It was perfect.
it was supposed to go that way?
Yeah,
It was perfect. Okay,
for me
all
it
right.
was perfect because it asks you question whether you're doing more something morally right, and
Mm, mm,
it was just a great ending because it left you asking questions, and you don't feel bad about those questions because of what you felt during the time you spent with Ellie. But then again, you're depriving people of probably the cure or something to help them um, fight the current state that they're in, and make humanity be or thrive again. Um, it's a existential question, definitely. But
Mm.
it was perfect for me. It was perfect for me the way it ended. It was just that, like, it was gut wrenching and it was hard. It was I don't know. It just had lots of emotions like piled on as the credit rolled, and then uh, I probably did the right thing. You're like constantly telling yourself, yeah, I probably did the right thing. I probably did the right thing, and you convince yourself, and then but but so yeah, I love it. I love how that turned out for me, and then we all
Yeah.
get into a discussion where, did you think that that's the right thing? I don't think
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, it's amazing. Like, yeah, that's the conversation. In The Last of Us Part Two, though, again, like I told you, I'm not in the camp whether it's bad or good. I'm just right in the middle
Hmm.
because I never as I've been watching everybody's gameplay. Again, I'm just someone who's
Yeah.
outside looking in, and I've already decided not to buy this game or not to play this game because I don't like the way it was presented. Not because I dislike Abby, not
Mm.
because I dislike that they killed Joel, but the way it's presented. Now,
Hmm.
let me paint you a picture. Imagine this: a kid, growing up in where was this? Was it Boston?
Seattle.
I don't know, Boston.
Boston is the first game.
Yeah,
The Fireflies.
yeah. So this girl growing up in Boston, with his doctor dad. They're
Oh wait,
you
sorry, Abby.
mhm,
Abby is Utah.
Utah. There you go. Okay, fine, Utah. So some
Yeah.
girl from Utah. Yeah, I forgot. I immediately go to Boston because that's where, the Fireflies were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The part one.
yeah. So this young girl, growing up in Utah. Imagine, like, if you played the first Last of Us and this is what it looks like,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, you play a girl growing up in Utah trying to survive and then became a firefly, went through Boston, and then at the end of the game, somebody killed your dad.
Mm.
Imagine if that was the first Last of Us. What would the
So
second Last
you
of Us
want
be?
it for the sake of storytelling. You want it in proper chronological order. Is that will that make the experience better for you? I
No,
think.
no, no,
You think?
no, no. What I'm saying is that people are so pissed off at
Mm.
what happened to Joel and Ellie, but they're not seeing
Yeah.
the bigger picture here. That what if it was what if you started out as Abby? What if
Oh,
the
okay.
first
All right. I
game was
got you. I
Abby?
got you now.
Right? Wouldn't it be a tale of revenge? No, this is not a tale of revenge for me. This is more of a being at peace. Being at peace with, like you
Okay.
said, your decisions. Being you finally forgive. Remember that ending? Okay, spoiler warning. Right?
Spoiler.
Spoiler
Spoiler alert.
warning. And the ending part there, where Joel and Ellie are talking, when he was playing the guitar,
Yeah. That was
he
nice.
will
That was
begin
nice.
to try to forgive Joel. And that's pretty much everything. Like, why? There were a lot of times where Abby could have killed Ellie. There were a lot of times that he could. Lev, no, don't need to do
Oh,
that.
dude.
Just
What's this? That part that truly got me
mhm.
because of how well the facial animation worked and the emotion that you can feel was in the theater. Finally, they get to go face to face again. I mean,
Right,
what I
right,
mean is
right.
with Abby and Ellie, right? And she points the gun to Ellie, and she goes, "We let you live. You wasted it." Like you can feel the raw anger, the you. It's like, um, how do I explain it? The first time I got to play as Abby, I didn't like it. Like,
Yeah, the
where the
feeling.
fuck am I playing this?
Yeah, the
Right?
feeling.
For in Seattle,
Yeah, it's disgusting, man.
yeah, right. So why the fuck am I playing this person, right? So because I didn't fully understand it yet, right? So,
Yeah.
but as you begin to see, as you begin to unravel Abby's story, right, you begin to empathize with her. You begin to humanize who she is,
Which
because
is
you right, she is a piece. Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
go.
which is a big contention. Like a lot of people are
Uh-huh.
rejecting the humanization of the characters because of the reason that precedes these events, right?
But
Yeah, go ahead.
the thing about Abby is she is a good representation of a person who dedicated her life to one singular purpose. You, uh, if you remember right, and a lot of people are complaining about her body type, right?
Mm.
Like she's jacked, like fucking hell, those arms, right? But
There was a time
if
that
you
she
pay close
wasn't.
attention to,
There was a
so
time
what?
there was a time in the game where she wasn't, right?
Yeah, 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 and that's what I'm getting at, right? People don't see the time and the dedication she put to become who she is. Now, remember that aquarium scene, the first time that Owen and Abby would be in that aquarium, right?
Yeah.
Owen wanted to stay. Why don't you ditch training and be with me, right? We're in a
Mm.
relationship. Why don't you spend a little time with me? What does Abby do, right? Let's go train, right? From that moment in time, Abby was only really focused on one singular goal. So that when the time comes that Mel would call out Abby for it, you're a shitty person. You always have been, right? Because people do not see the dedication she put into that. When you see the gym, the facilities that the Wolves have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you will slowly see what Abby was before as a trainee, right? And then do you remember that scene where she kind of like helps ease access, and then Owen was like, "Whoa, like well, you're getting stronger," and then Abby goes, I deadlifted this much weight, right? It's not forced into you, like it's not forced into the audience. Like, yeah, she's jacked up, she's gonna fuck you up, yeah, I'm gonna kill you because I can. Just look at my arms, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fuck you up, right?
Mm.
No,
That's
you
true.
see this progression. You see this progression of a girl who lost everything, right? Because it's her dad, and the ironic thing about it is when she overheard the conversation. What if it's Abby?
What was your
Can you
daughter?
kill
Yeah.
Abby to find a cure, right? And Abby goes,
If it
it,
was me, yeah.
I, I, I'd want you to do it, right? You'll see Abby is ultimately, she's ultimately a good person, but the circumstances around her, the
Mm.
influence, right? Um, the things that she lost drove her to drive people away.
Yeah.
She could have been happy on a different life, in a different circumstance, in a different lifetime. She would have been happy with Owen, right?
Yeah.
They love each other. They always have. They always have. And the story shows you that even when Owen got Mel pregnant, he's in love with Abby, and Abby certainly has feelings for him. So given a different time, given different circumstances, they would have been happy. But this is what we are presented now, right? People just look at her and shit, I don't like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Right, fuck this,
True.
fuck the story, man. What do you bring to the table, right? But if you dissect piece by piece, right? She got it, she got what she needed early, as opposed to Ellie who's trying to get it, right? So their story are opposites of one another, right? She got what she wanted early. What happened when she got it? She's not happy,
Yeah.
right? And then she meets a chance to redeem herself. She meets Yara and Lev, right? So her story now takes into a more interesting turn. He evolved. You see that a woman who has turned her body into a weapon for the single purpose of killing Joel, right? For the single purpose, she never gave up. I have a lead. I'm sticking to it. She never gave up. people overlook it because they don't like what they see,
Yeah,
right?
it's
They
heavy.
never understood. They never understood the lore or the history behind crafting a character like this. If you ask me, I like Abby more than I do Ellie. Fuck Ellie, dude. Like, shit. She's a piece of shit. But Abby has some redeeming qualities, right? When I was playing as Abby, I started up, oh, fuck, man. Oh, fuck me. I don't like this. Fuck this person, dog. But when you see her, when she's humanized, when you see that she's afraid, right? And they do such a good job that when you look down heights, she shakes, and the camera kind of like switches into a view that represents fear, right? Like
Mm.
oh my god, she's shaking. This human weapon, your ace killer for the wolves, is now the story. They're the complete opposite of each other. Ellie is chasing the goal. Abby got it early was before all this happened. Right? What was Ellie before this happened? She's I'm in a peaceful situation. I'm learning how to fall in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Abby is moving into that direction. They're into um, opposites, and I love that. Right?
Right.
The story that was given to me, I have no control over it, which I'm not used to. Right? I'm not used to not making choices. I'm not used to not having dialogue branches. Right? It was just a ride. They were stringing me along, and I get to unravel the layer after layer after layer of it all. So um, I am in a different avenue than you are, right? Because um, it made so much sense to me now, right? They're saying that all of
Right.
these characters are starting to portray themselves differently than in the first movie because people change, people evolve, right? Look at look at Ellie. She was looking for purpose, right? The reason why she hated Joel so much is because she was looking for purpose. I wanted my life to have meaning, and you took that away from me, is what she said, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if Joel didn't do that, she would never find a peaceful community. She would never learn how to make friends with Dina and Jesse. She would never fall in love, right?
Right.
But just like how Abby went through that journey of revenge, she let go of everything. Look at the parallels, right? Owen wanted her to stay in the aquarium. No, I have to train because I have to find Joel. I have to kill him, right? That's singular purpose. Dina asked Ellie to stay in the farmhouse. Stay. Prove it. Prove to me that you love me. Stay. Don't go. It's over, right? What
Yeah.
does she do? That single minded determination to get to who she needs to kill. So I love how it's two so different people. Someone who has always known love, right? Because Abby grew up with a dad who loved her, versus Ellie, who grew up in an environment that only knew how to survive. Right?
It's true.
The differences of their upbringing, the differences of their bodies, right? Ellie is fast, crafty, um, and while Abby is just going to fucking run over you, right?
Yeah.
So the stark
It's
differences,
it's
but yeah, go.
it's LeBron James and Kobe Bryant.
It's LeBron and Kobe, and their journeys are similar in a sense, and the goal was always the same. So I get you now. I understand what you're saying, that this is not a story for revenge. This is cause and effect.
Yeah.
The price you have to pay to get what you want. Ellie almost got what she wanted, right? She got to Abby, she had a chance to kill her, but at what price? She lost Dina. She lost JJ, right? She lost the people she cared about.
Which
right?
is
She probably drove Tommy away,
right, right.
right? And her only option now is to try and reclaim everything by maybe going back to Jackson. But we'll never know that, right?
Right.
And and Abby is now finding peace, right?
Right. Yeah.
Abby's beginning is Ellie's end. And I love that, man. I love that. It's not perfect by any means of the imagination. There are
Mm.
pacing issues. There are aspects of it that could have been better explained, but probably because of lack of time, they had to cut some stuff out. I don't know. Um,
True.
but in terms of the story, man, um, I have these two different people, and I ended up with different reaction to both of them.
Yeah.
When I see the state of play, when I watch the trailers, when I watch the videos, Ellie's my girl. Let's go. Let's fuck these people up. What I didn't understand what the goal was back then, right? I
Mhm.
didn't know what she would lose because I wasn't able to watch the spoilers. But let's go. Let's go, Ellie. Now I don't like Ellie. I don't like how she became. There were a lot of times when during cutscenes, because the one of my complaints for the gameplay here or the storytelling here, the big kills are cutscenes,
Yeah.
right? Fuck that, man.
True.
The big kills are cutscenes.
That is true.
There are a lot of time when I was just watching it. Ellie, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it, and she does it. Shit, right? So I
This
ended up
yeah, but this is
being an
also
Abby fan.
why a lot of people hate it
Mm,
because
yeah,
you know, people who are fans of Ellie dislike it because they are forced to do it.
yeah.
Again, we're pointing. I'm hinting at the idea of this is. I can't stress this enough, man. I can't. I really can't
Mm,
because I don't. I don't like what happened to Ellie, but neither do I
mm,
like how they presented Abby. Again, the like
mm-hmm,
I get the parallels there because I believe
mm-hmm,
that Abby could have, the way they could have introduced Abby was different. Abby's journey could have been
mm-hmm,
first. So like, who is this girl? Like the pacing of the story. Like, imagine if Abby was the first thing that, or the first character you played. Like, who is this? Right? Like, you'd be
mm-hmm.
curious. Like, what is going on? Like, what the hell is this? I mean, you do play her in the first like few hours, right?
But you're taking the importance away from Ellie and what she is.
Exactly,
But you'll
which
be
is
taking that away.
yeah, but the thing is that you'd be subverting expectations in a manner where I thought I was playing The Last of Us Part 2. I thought this was another dad and daughter trip. Who the fuck is this?
Mm,
Right? So they drag it along for a little bit with Abby until you get to a point where you're meeting up with Joel and then you switch,
mm,
right?
mm,
And then and then at that point, yeah, you switch, and then okay, so these are the familiar ones. Maybe that's how some people would have wanted to see this, and
mm,
but then if you tweak it like that, you'd have a different message, you'd have a different storyline, and you'd have a totally different feeling over it. Some people dislike what happened because they're fans of Ellie. They love Ellie. So
but but I mean, you also have to understand, right? There are there are multiple aspects of what happened. When Joel died, there was guilt. There was there were regrets, right? There was a part where she genuinely loved him because she told him, I can never forgive you for what you've done,
yeah.
but I would certainly like to try, right?
Mm.
So there are multiple behaviors that we have to look at here. If that was brought down to you, what would you do,
Yeah,
right?
that's it's
Because
interesting.
you could always avoid killing, Ellie doesn't need to be an asshole with your gameplay. You
Mhm.
can always avoid killing people. When it comes to the big ones, to the people that is on her list, okay, cool, right? Like Nora, like shoot, I think Nora was the only one that she ever got to, right? Oh wait, Owen and Mel. Jesus Christ, I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah, the
about that.
aquarium.
Right? So the aquarium, right? You don't need to make Ellie an asshole. You don't need to kill people. You can sneak. You can get into the next phase of the story without really killing a lot of people. So it's up to you what your perception of Ellie is, right? But you have to. But people have to understand that she lost her quote unquote dad, just like how Abby lost her dad, right? So to me, if you, I get what you're saying. It would have been a better story when it was Abby, but Abby was brought in now because of the consequences of Joel's action,
It's
right?
probably
Because to me, it's all about. Sorry, yeah, go.
it's probably it's probably just wishful thinking on my end, and
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
I am probably gonna get like so much shit for what I'm about to say, but
Mm.
if it was me, if it was me, I would have put the player in front of killing Joel. Like you had to press the button to kill Joel, right?
Yeah. But all the
Ima-
big moments are out of your hands.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
The big moments are out of your hands, which I think could have been a very good way to say goodbye. Like, imagine how many reactions you would have gotten if you were the one holding that fucking golf club and then press square. I mean, come on, press square was pretty much a meme in this game, right? You press square like a lot in this game. So, if you press square just to kill Joel, would you press it right away, knowing that what you're about to end is what you hold dear the most? That kind of feeling is hard to perceive, right?
No, I think that was taken away from you as a player,
Ah,
so that
shit.
you will not.
Okay,
I think that was taken away from you as a player because they want you to not like playing as Abby at first,
true.
right? Because if it wasn't in your hands, you press it, you kill him, man. But then when you get to play as Abby, it there's not much emotional impact now because you made a call. It was you. You were directly responsible, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you play Abby, oh okay, it's the Joel killer. Cool, let's go. Right? But because it was from Ellie's perspective that there was nothing you can do. You were watching, you're beaten up, there's nothing Joel can do, his leg is fucked up and whatnot. And then this person kills him. So when the gameplay starts to you waking up, having all this relationship, right? um, Look at how much angry your people got. Fuck this girl, man. How can you kill Joel and you're still out there? You have all your friends with you. Fuck you. But then, when they insert the humanizing elements into Abby's arc, you grow from I hate this girl, but you end up I don't know. For me, I like Abby. I don't know about you, right? But
Mm.
at the end of that arc, that fist fight, that epic fist fight, I love that fight between Ellie and Abby at the very end. I was hoping while controlling Ellie, I was hoping that she wouldn't. I press square so so timidly. No, don't do this to me, man. Fuck, no. I wanted Abby to survive that fight. I was thinking she wouldn't. Oh fuck, here it is. She's weak. She's not Superman anymore. She's fucking weak. She hasn't eaten. She has Lev to worry about, which was how Ellie was when you were fighting her,
Oh yeah.
right? When you were Abby in the theater, when you're fighting Ellie, Ellie was the powerless one, right?
with all the
It
weapons.
wouldn't culminate that way without the weapons, right? So when Abby was just punching her face in with her bare hands, my God, that girl is strong. Um, um, it would not feel impactful if the decision was in your hands. I think, for my opinion, if I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
press square, it would not be as impactful in the later chapters as it would have for a
I
player
mean,
like me,
I
right?
understand. I understand, but I'm not going off. I'm not going off the same route. Like I'm not saying that
Mm-hmm.
you kill Joel, but the story progresses the same way. Um, but this is more like you kill Joel, but they make you love. Like there's no like play The Last of Us Part Two. The first few hours would be just you and Abby just doing a hell of a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shit, and then
Yeah.
it shows what kind of person Abby is, and make
Mm-hmm.
the player love Abby or like Abby or resonate with whatever she's doing in that particular world, right? And then makes you kill Joel, like for no reason at all.
Um.
Just boom, just kill Joel. But the story
No.
after that, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I am only up to that. I haven't thought of like what would happen next. If it's still gonna be a
Mm,
revenge kill for Ellie, or it's still going to be like um I don't know. You know how Prototype 2 was, that like you're after the protagonist of the first game now, right?
yeah.
So what
Like
if
Jablo.
yeah, what if what if
Like Jablo too.
you never played yeah, you never played you never played or you'll never play Ellie, right? Let's say you'll never play Ellie and you'll just play Abby the entire game for The Last of Us Part 2. It would be a totally different story, a totally different game. And for me, that would be something that I would be more interested in, as opposed to, something that I have invested my attention to, like characters and stuff,
Mm.
from the first game. Like that's the one thing I can never remove that. So again, The Last of Us Part One, for me, that's where it ended. The Last of Us Part Two is more geared towards people who are fans of the franchise. Like I love The Last of Us Part One movie or movie game. That's that's it feels like a movie experience to me, and I just love the way it ended, and that's it for me. For The Last of Us Part Two, I
Mm.
neither love it nor hate it, but I can always speculate like how the story would have gone if they just gave the player that kind of agency where you're the one who's going to kill, um, saying goodbye to the old characters, and just uh, this is it. You
Mhm.
know, fuck you all. I don't care about Joel and Ellie anymore. Let's just kill them. You know what I mean? What if they did? What if they went that route? I wouldn't mind. I actually would play that. I would actually play the hell out of that if that was the case. But they went a different route
Mm.
again. Yeah, I keep repeating myself, but again, it's creator vision over fan expectations. So no matter what you say, whether you like it or not, whether you're in the camp where you love Abby, which I understand totally why people would love Abby. If you play through or
Yeah,
you
I love
just
it.
watch through the entire story, you will understand why this person does what she does. You have I guess it's just hard for some people to put the hate back because of the love and attention that they've invested in Ellie and Joel. And after you know and they made they just made it really
No.
worse for do you remember those flashbacks with those dinosaurs and whatnot? So they just made it worse by
Mm.
making them nostalgic. Like, come on.
No, I don't think so. Because at that point in time it was only headed one direction. Which is Ellie and Joel's relationship would deteriorate. Um
True.
You know my stance in the first Last of Us, right? I love it. Like in terms of you look at it as a literary sense, it could not end any other way.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but Joel's actions must have consequences,
Yeah, true.
right? Joel's Joel's action cannot be scot free. Um,
That's true.
his relationship was supposed to deteriorate with Ellie's, right? If you love Joel and Ellie from the first Last of Us, then you must you must also understand that they can no longer be what you loved during the
True.
first one. The first one, they had this witty banter, this back and forth, Ellie's terrible jokes, that father daughter dynamic that Joel has been missing with Sarah,
Yeah.
right? So that can no longer be present in the second part, right? My initial stance to this was there didn't need to be a second part, but then I saw the trailers and whatnot hype me up, right? So like I said, I I'm an Ellie fan. Give
Mm.
me Ellie with a bow and arrow anytime, any day. Oh, dude, that's a game I want to play.
Yeah, true.
But we also need to understand that the things that we love about Ellie from the first game can no longer exist in this space, right?
Mm.
She's not that girl anymore. The meaning that she has been, people should have realized this by the ending of the first Last of Us,
By the ending
right?
for
When
by the
she
ending of the first
when
Last of
she
Us.
asked,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, when she said, Joel, you're not lying to me, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you're telling the truth, right? And Joel says yes, and she has that look in her face where you can neither
Full of
tell. It's
doubt.
completely up to
It's
you,
like,
right? Right? Like
yeah.
like like that look in her face. It's completely up to you. Did she believe it or did she not? Right? and and for the longest time she has. So from the first Last of Us, you already should know that the Ellie you're getting for part two is not that girl anymore, son.
They
She's lost the meaning,
I think I think
right?
I
She
think most
has,
people think
yeah.
that they were gonna get like just the Joel and Ellie story. Like they would be fighting, but at the same time, they'd reconcile at the end. A happy ending kind of shit. Like I don't know, maybe they're expecting something like that.
What?
But for me,
Wait. What can you
that's
take away from Ellie for her to go like that? What?
well,
Let me ask you this, right? Because you've seen gameplay, you've seen the story.
mm,
Um, what can you take away from Ellie for her to go like that?
to go like snooping around Team
Like
Firefly.
like how she would like I'm gonna fuck you up. Like I will kill you. Like I only have a
Yeah.
switchblade and a couple of weapons, but I'm hunting down to kill you. What could you take away from Ellie to drive her into something like that?
My thing here is that um I don't think that you could have done it any other way other than this by killing Joel and advancing the plot of the story because there has to be conflict. There has to be something that drives someone to do something. Otherwise, the
And not
story
just
wouldn't
that,
make sense, right?
and not just that. It's there's not just conflict. There has to be a comeuppance.
Hmm.
There has to be consequence.
Yeah.
Joel cannot survive. People need to realize that he can't survive because there must be comeuppance. Somebody needs. It's either who's the Marlene. There are a lot of factors here. Marlene, the doctors, fireflies. Um, who was it? The smugglers, right? Somebody
Who was
has to have a comeuppance.
who was that girl that you were with in the beginning of The Last of Us Part 1? Not Ellie. So, yeah, of course Ellie, but was that
Tess.
Tess? There you go.
Tess.
If you think about it, you let down Tess by not letting them work on Ellie or you know get the cure from Ellie, right?
Sorry, what?
You
When
let
they can do what to Tess?
no. You
You,
let down Tess, or Joel let down Tess by not
Tess.
delivering Ellie and by destroying the
But
Fireflies.
Tess never really meant a lot to Joel.
Right.
They
But
were fucking sure, but
but as a player, right?
no,
Like,
no, no. Um, which one, in terms of you looking at characters, right? Which one would have more weight to you, Tess or Sarah?
good point. Yeah.
Right? 'Cause that's your first tug of heartstrings, right? That's your first one. Oh fuck! That's what made you go, ah fuck! What kind of game did I get myself into, right? So your first tug of heartstrings is Sarah. Sure, how Tess went out is a tug on the heartstrings too, but
Mhm.
nothing beats a good old fashioned family member, right? Now, you are a man who lost everything.
Mm. Okay, so at this point in the podcast, like, if you're still with us, there will be like seriously shit cuts.
I will be I will be switching places to places.
There will be absolutely crazy cuts. I can't. Okay, so I can't wait for me and Ed to just stay here and record at one place, so we'd have
Yeah, dude.
one specific audio stream, and that's it. You don't have any more problems. That's great. Holy shit! This is just COVID sucks. That's all.
COVID sucks. Fuck COVID.
Yeah, that's all I have to say
COVID
about
is
that.
Ellie. I'm kidding.
COVID is Joel. COVID is selfish. Joel is selfish. Damn.
Yeah, selfish. But yeah, so what's this? But I'm just gonna point out one thing. Joel still has that watch that Sarah gave him. So in terms of character development, right? Um, Sarah has more weight than Tess. So at that point
True.
in time, when he had to decide. He had to decide if he has to save Ellie or not. That promise to Tess to deliver Ellie and the Fireflies went out the window
Wait,
because
wait.
he's
I don't.
seeing.
No, I don't mean that as like a very important thing. I just said it like, you also promised Tess, right? Like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You promised Tess, sure, but the moment that you have the chance to kind of redeem yourself for not being able to save Sarah, right? That presented itself, and Joel took it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like that promise to Tess, deliver to the Fireflies, find the cure. I'm gonna sacrifice myself, so do this, you piece of shit. That went out the window,
yeah, true.
right? Because he could not save Sarah, but he has a chance to save Ellie. So, man, man, oh man, what a story. Abby's the best. My avatar in PSN now is Abby. So,
Yeah. For me, Abby's like a lukewarm character. Like, yeah. Let me get through this one. So I get it. Like, it was never for me. It was never a simple thing. I think she's great. In terms of a character who's out for revenge, I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, I think just she got what she wanted and she's over it. That's it.
no, um, I disagree. Um, look at how it spiraled from that point, right? She got what she wanted, but at what cost? She's not happy. She's not like celebrating even, right?
Yeah,
She's back to work.
she
She's
was
she's
looking
back
for.
to killing scars, right?
Yeah.
She has that sexual tension with Owen that you can cut with a knife. She's not happy. Um, she what's this? She was still looking for purpose, right?
After everything, yeah.
If she was over it, she would have just killed Yara and Lev. Oh shit, scars, bang bang. done,
Mm,
right? But
right.
she's not. She sees the Scar kids. Sorry,
Scar Kid.
Seraphites. I'm sorry, Lev.
Scar Kids.
Scar kids. What's this? She sees these kids, and what does she do? She comes back for him, right? Because oh fuck, here we oh shit, like she's developing um emotions because she's fucked so much relationships over the past because of the singular purpose. Just like how Ellie would develop towards the end, where I love you, Dina, but I can't sleep. I gotta do this. I have a chance, and I gotta do this. And when she came back, Dina's gone. So it was the same journey that Abby was in the beginning. Everybody's gone. Owens with Mel. Manny is just
Mhm.
a colleague, a friend. Did you mourn for Manny when he got shot? Not really. Let me move on. I have this kid to take care of. But did you ever think of Manny again? No, you didn't, because he didn't matter, really, right?
What
So,
is him? What is his? What is his purpose anyway? It's- I'm good.
uh, your movie roommate, right? In the movies, your roommate gives you advice, makes you laugh, comic relief. At the latter part of the movie, do you pay attention to the roommate? No, you don't. You pay attention to whatever's going on with the hero and the love interest, whatever, 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 right? But with Owen and Mel, she was mourning for them. But for Manny, oh, he got shot. Okay, cool. Then, yeah,
Nobody cares. Let's
right.
move on.
So
It's
let's
just
move
go-
on, pendejo.
yeah. Yeah. You're right. But I just felt like I don't know. Again, I'm coming from where I'm happy with the first Last of Us. Like I'm repeating. I know I'm
Mm,
repeating myself. Like I'm
mm.
happy with the first Last of Us, and Abby just didn't resonate as well with me as she did with you. Like I got fed up with. Here's the thing. I got fed up with the revenge plot. The whole, up until I let you live and you wasted it, right?
Oh,
Up
that
on
was a fantastic scene.
that was beautiful. But after that, like once you get to the point where you're Abby and you're going after and trying to punch Ellie's face in, I was like, I'm done. I'm over the whole revenge thing, and I just think that
But that's
yeah,
the thing, though. It's not revenge for Abby. The Abby arc is not about revenge.
it's not, it's not, it's for me, it's a totally different story.
It's
It's
the
finding,
180.
yeah, it's what Ellie was, right? As you
Mm.
said,
Yeah.
that's where the progression is. But when it reached that point, it felt like, oh, okay, so we're repeating the cycle, and it's true when they say that this is a cycle of revenge, and I think it. I got tired of it. You know what I mean? Like it was, oh, it's this again. So are we gonna do this again? So I just finished watching the story until I get to the point where she choked her and let her go, and then like, okay, I didn't really enjoy much of it. I think they could have there could have been a better direction on it, but that's not mine to say. Uh, I I appreciate the nostalgic scenes, but that's about it. I love that you have so much to say about this game. But then again, my only input that's left that I really care about in this game is uh specifically that you know it's it's what the developers or what the writers or the developers or Naughty Dog wanted to show, and you have no control over it. And that's it. You know, that's the end of what I loved from the first one. This was a story that I didn't absolutely love, and Neil Druckmann was right. I, she, you know, you would hate it because of what happened. I don't know. It's like it just really just got to me where it got me to a point where I'm done. I guess there's not much to look forward to anymore. It's they presented great characters, but it's just not enough for me to get as invested as I was before. So for me, the franchise is over. There won't be a Last of Us Part 3 in my in my vocabulary anymore. That's just me.
Mm. Okay.
Right. But yeah, I actually got more inputs with Abby from you, because like I said, I didn't resonate as well as you did with Abby. And that actually got me thinking about her story and what she went through, or
Yeah.
what she went through,
Bec-
because from my lens, it was basically killing and getting back what she lost, or at least having a semblance of what she lost. That was it.
Yeah, because what's this? It's the small things that will get you with Abby. Like I said, that aquarium scene tells so much
Oh, bear,
about her headspace,
bear.
right? They were having fun. They were legitimately having fun. They were discovering things. He was joking around
No, no, no,
with
no, no,
Owen at that point in
no,
time.
no, no. That fetch. I love that.
Huh? Sorry, what?
That fetch with bear. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I love
Jesus.
and you know what? You know what pains my heart? A lot of the things that she encounters, I killed with Ellie.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
because
My heart.
that's the
Especially
only way
there.
to humanize.
Jesus Christ.
That's the
When
only way to
I
humanize Abby in that scenario,
no,
in that
no,
circumstance.
no, I disagree with that. What's this? It doesn't really humanize Abby yet because you are only regretting your choices with Ellie. I killed Bear, man. Holy
Yeah, you
shit.
do.
So when I was playing fetch, right, I was like, oh, get it, boy, get it, boy. This is the last time I'm ever gonna see you. Because when I shouted, I distinctly remember because it's a memorable name for a dog. When I shot a dog, no, bear, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool name for a dog. And then when that scene comes back to me, I'm playing fetch with bear. Oh no!
Because you get to see
Why?
them.
Why did I do that?
Because you get to
Why
see
did
them
I do that?
in a normal light, right? Like their everyday interaction with themselves. So
Right?
it feels
And
real. That's the thing, right?
and and that's the thing, right? When you look back at the things that you've done with Ellie, you're at least to me, right? When I play that game, it kind of took away that this is AI. This is I took something away from somebody. It fooled me into thinking that
Yeah.
this isn't AI. Like, oh my god, I killed Bear.
Yeah.
Oh no, shit. Jesus
So
Christ, I feel terrible. What did I do?
so
So
at
I had to stop.
right.
I had to stop playing.
At this point, man, I think this is where it's very apparent. Like you and me, for those who are watching, this is the most apparent that it will get. I, as a person who's just from the outside looking in, not really interacting with the game, has lost a lot of immersion with this title. As and Ed, um, who was able to play this game and actually interact, it's just two very vast, you know, experiences or different experiences. Very very big, very, yeah. What am I saying? very big difference in experience. That's it.
Oh my god, bear, bear. But yeah, that part. Sorry, I got distracted with bear.
Bear.
Um, oh, bear, no. But yeah, that part in the aquarium when Owen asks her to stay and ditch training, and what does she do? She trains, right? She gets stronger every single time, and I just love how it was never forced onto me. Like, here, take this muscular killing machine and be okay with it. I understood. I understood the point. I understood the goal. I understood that you took my dad away from me. I'm gonna take everything away from you, right? So, and even when you look back at it, right, the way she killed Joel, it's not. It felt like she didn't even want to, right? Owen just had to because they're losing time. End it, right? Owen just asked her
Oh
to
yeah,
end it.
it changed
It's like,
perspectives, right? At one point.
yeah, yeah. So, to me, what the great thing about Abby is that, yeah, she killed Joel, a fan favorite, but there's repercussions. There are
Bear is a
what
better fan favorite
there are
than Joe.
consequences. No. Like I get it. Like I like Joel. Like he's not my favorite from the first Last of Us. Um,
Ellie was the
my
star of
favorite.
that show, a show
Um,
game,
I
show.
love Ellie. Right? I love Ellie in the first Last of Us. Right. So Joel is just a way for the story to move forward to me.
Yeah.
So Joel was never really consequential. It's just that there must be a consequence for what he has done. He cannot live and be like father and daughter story again, where it's a two-person mechanic again, like the first Last of Us. No, something has to happen to him.
Mm,
It would
interesting.
be pointless any other way.
Yeah.
If you let Joel live, what's the motivation? Why would Ellie go through all that trouble? Right? If Dina is taken away from Ellie at that point in time, you lost a friend, not a lover yet, right? Because they're gonna fall in love during the they're
Seattle
going to like really fall in love during the snowstorm, right? When they were
snowstorm.
smoking weed and whatnot, right?
Snowstorm.
So
Ah, yeah. That was the point, right? Seattle, they
with
were already
Eugene,
pretty much good. Yeah.
right? With Eugene, right? So let's say it was still a budding romance. You take Dina away, you still have Joel, you still have Tommy, you still have Jesse, right? So the impact is not that strong yet because your relationship with Dina is not as significant as your relationship with Joel. So if you take something else away from Ellie, she won't do that. She won't go through all that lengths. Let me track you down to Chicago. I mean Seattle, motherfucker.
Shit.
Let me deal with you now. Like,
Yeah,
right?
Chicago. Right.
Chicago. What game am I talking about? Like,
Uh, I don't know.
um,
Watch Dogs, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
the first Watch Dogs, the
but it.
crappy shit.
But you
Um,
know what? But you know what? Okay. So, going outside of The Last of Us Part Two,
yeah,
seeing that game, it made me actually want to get Days Gone. I don't know why.
Days Gone. Oh, hmm,
I don't know. It's like it made me want to play.
um,
It made me want to. It made me want to play an open world zombie game where I actually have control over where I want to go.
I don't know, man. I just can't connect to what's his name, Deacon,
I don't
S-
know.
Deacon
I
Saint
haven't.
something, or
Yeah.
was it Saint whatever? Right? I just haven't. I just can't resonate, or I can't bring myself to like um the character. I suppose when it comes to open world, something that I have control over, I want to be able to customize my character in a way. I don't want something to be presented to
Right,
me that I can't
right,
change.
right,
Like I can't even change his appearance and whatnot. Right? So
right. But you get to
yeah.
change the motorcycle, so.
What?
For me, it's just gonna be the open world zombie thing. Uh,
uh,
it. I think the spotlight was taken away from the pandemic that's happening in that world. So I don't know, that got me in the mood for playing an open world zombie game. I don't know, if it's not Days Gone, it's probably gonna be something like Dying Light. Like I want to play Dying Light again.
Dying Light. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah. You don't. At least it's first person. You even if you do customize your character, you won't be able to
Yeah, I
see
won't
it.
notice it that much instead of this biker dude like that I can't relate to. Right? At least with Assassin's Creed, Cassandra is
Customizable.
nice. You know what I mean? It's nice to look at.
Yeah,
Right? So
but the armor isn't isn't fleshed the way you know.
which
Uh,
is okay. Which is okay. I mean, it
it's
can't be like
yeah, it's
curvy
okay.
all the time.
I know it's okay, but I kind of miss it for some reason. I do just because it's
That's why
aesthetically
my
pleasing.
armor. That's why my armor for Cassandra is like Wonder Woman. I love that.
Nice,
Like
nice, nice.
I have a superior armor, but the thing about Assassin's Creed, that Assassin's Creed, you can change the appearance to make it look into any armor set that you've gotten. So I have like the strongest armor in the game, but it looks like Wonder Woman armor. So Cassandra is looking fine as heck.
Yeah, yeah. That's the goal.
But
That's the
but
goal.
what sucks is I only have a circlet, right? Like a Wonder Woman circlet for my head. Every
Oh,
cutscene, if you have a helmet, you're gonna take that helmet off, right? And my Cassandra takes that circlet off, which makes no sense because it hardly does anything.
Jesus, that's weird.
That's the only part I hate. Then I'm gonna talk to somebody. Let me take my circlet off. I need to go to battle. Let me put it on for protection.
Jesus
Makes
Christ.
little sense.
All right,
But
all right, all right, all right. Okay. We're ending on a high note here. So, we both presented. Jesus Christ, what am I saying? High school shit. No. So we both said our piece about this game. Ed absolutely loves it. Loves this game. Like, changed his whole opinion of characters, and it has been a very polarizing kind of game for a lot of people.
hmm
For me,
hmm
it ended in a very, you know, uh, middle kind of tone. Is that even something? I don't know if
I
there's
just I
something.
just hope that I just wish that people who hated it would stop dissuading people who want to try it, and I hope
True.
that people who love it don't force it down into somebody who's not comfortable with it. You know,
Yeah.
if you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. That's it,
Yeah.
right? So, um, I love a conversation like this where you are in the stance of you're not into it, and I
Mm.
like it. I love a conversation like this. I just don't like it when gamers try to shit on
Games
your
because they don't like
preferences
it. Yeah.
because it's
And
the opposite.
they're telling you not
Yeah.
to buy it because it's shit. I
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right. So
Exactly.
let's talk about the community a little bit before we head on to ending the podcast, or maybe
Uh huh.
another, or some other side shit. Fucking bear. I'm fucking bear, man.
Oh, Bear! God damn it! I'm so sorry.
If there was one
Jesus Christ!
thing,
And you know how I killed Bear? You know how I killed him?
how
Ask me. Ask me how I killed him.
how you press square.
um, a modified mind, man. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, but so when people walk into mine, it blows them apart.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah, it
like
does.
really blows them apart. So imagine what happened to Bear. I'm so sorry, Bear. Jesus Christ, forgive me. Oh,
And and
oh my!
and this is why this that they said that you can skip killing dogs.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know that the person had a dog. I was like, I just put a mine there because that's their patrol route. I'm sorry,
You can't
Bear. God damn it.
you can't you
Oh, Bear.
cannot you cannot there's one part where you absolutely cannot um uh prevent yourself from killing a dog. So you're required. The game requires you to kill one, and that doesn't bother me at all to that point. But I just can't do it. I Ed knows this, and I can't
If
do
I
it.
had to, I would have used like something that's fast, an
That's
arrow to the head or a bullet to the head, right? I didn't want to blow up Bear, man. Like, Bear, we're playing fetch, goddamn it!
but you have to.
Oh,
That's the thing,
boy.
and Ed knows that I love my dogs, and this is one thing that
Yeah,
this,
dude.
this
What
is
bothered me the most is when you had to kill Alice as Ellie. That's what's bothered me the most. I had to stop, like, because I could picture like I could picture like um your dogs, right?
mm,
Oh, holy shit! Like I had to stop. I had to like oh my god, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So I absolutely love this game, man, but it did not crack my top three because there are so many uncomfortable parts. I can't bring myself to bring it to my top three of games
mm,
because man, there are some really uncomfortable moments. There are moments where I had to um like I said, right, I got so immersed to it, like I didn't feel like it was AI anymore. Like it really bothered me that I killed somebody's friend or somebody's colleague, and they cared about that person so much. And their voice is trembling, like I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna make you pay, and they don't know where I am. Can you imagine like if that's a real person, how agonizing that must have been? Your good friend is gone, and the person that you are chasing is cannot be seen, but the person is looking at you.
mm. So
You know
so
what I mean? Like,
so wait, hold on. So can I get so you will be retracting your original statement that this is your potential game of the year?
um, game of the year, game of the year, yes. But for my personal list, it definitely will be game of the year for me. My pick, right? But my personal list, it's not gonna crack
Your top three.
top three.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Your
I just
personal list.
my personal list. Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely game of the year. Unless Cyberpunk like blows you away. Because right, if you have to compare Ghost of Tsushima open world to the open world elements of Cyberpunk, I don't think Ghost of Tsushima can compete.
if
I don't
this
know yet. I
if
haven't played Ghost yet,
if
right?
the story
Maybe.
if the story beats whichever story beats the other wins
Uh huh.
for
Yeah,
me.
that's true, right? I don't know yet. I have not had hands on with Ghost yet. Um,
My
so those are your three contenders for this year, I think. You have Ghost, you have Cyberpunk, and you have The Last of Us. So far, man, because I haven't touched the other two, it's gotta be The Last of Us. The quality of the voice acting, dude, you got your money's worth with Troy Baker, with Ashley Johnson, and now Laura Bailey. My god, like the sheer talent on
yeah
that or that
cast
game, and the face capture, technology, the little smirks, right? I have the screenshot that I took of Abby when they were at the aquarium, when they were still in the Ferris wheel. Man, that was great facial animation capture or process, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
So I
sounds
just
about right.
love how. Sorry, what?
Sounds about right. What you said.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, man. It's hard to beat production like this. It's hard to beat uh g- gameplay like this. Um, but let's see. Let's see. But my pick so far, July to 2020 is The Last of Us for Game of the Year. But my personal list, no, it's
Yeah,
it can't be
that's what I'm
possible.
asking. Let's just talk about our personal list because whatever game of
Oh,
the years
personal list. I'm sorry.
we can't control
No,
what the people want, what the everything. Let's just talk about our personal lists. I'm still up there with
no,
Final Fantasy
no.
VII Remake.
Um,
Like my top 3 for this year is still Final Fantasy VII Remake up there
uh-huh.
with the best just because of that very beautiful
Because
Aerith.
of the battle system. Let's not delay it anymore. Because of the battle system, man.
Jesus Christ. No, for me it was Aerith that brought in uh the beauty of that game.
That's
that game.
this going to be my new username. Final Fantasy VII battle system.
Okay, I'll forever call you that one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love Aerith. I love Aerith from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, and
Tifa is
I
the
have no
logical.
I have no
Uh-huh.
I have no top 3 overall yet. Like I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk and I'm still waiting for Tsushima, and I will have to pick out of those 3 because those are the only 3 games that I'm going to be buying this year. Probably, yeah. Cyberpunk is still an if because it depends on when the PlayStation 5 version will come out.
Yeah.
Because holy fuck, I need a game
Um,
to play on the
I was
PlayStation
hoping
5.
that I was hoping that Resident Evil 3 would compete.
I was
Disappointing
I
how that turned out to be. Because of how beautiful the renders are, right? How nicely done the new Jill model is, right? So I was and how terrifying, how potentially terrifying Nemesis could have been, right? But
you've seen the reviews, right? And you've seen the complaints.
yeah, yeah. So
And I
uh,
100% agree with all of those. Like, stop cutting content. If you're gonna remake a game, please at least be
yeah,
faithful to the original. If you're gonna do
yeah.
something
Think of
different,
the fans, man.
mm,
Think of the fans.
yeah.
You're just doing a remake. You're not doing something groundbreaking. Yeah, put new elements to it, put something fresh to it, but don't take away things that people love from the original, right? So I agree with the comments. I had high hopes for it.
Everybody
Remember the
had
hype
high
I
hopes
got
for.
for Anthem?
Same. It's the same.
Remember remember the remember the hype I got for Anthem? Right? When I was telling you that I would be getting this game, right? And people should stop shitting on EA and how I'm eating my words now. Right? So it's probably the same with Resident Evil 3. Like I had high hopes for it. I wanted to
Mm,
buy it. I downloaded a demo for it,
it was
and
good.
I was even like I was even scared about starting it, the demo, I mean, right? Holy shit, I can't press start. And only to be disappointed with all of that feedback. But that's too bad. It's a bummer.
I get that. Okay, so my take on it is that just a quick one. So I get that
Mhm,
games are getting too long, and that a lot of people are
mhm.
complaining that games take 10, 15, 20 hours to play to finish.
Oh, I
But
love those
still,
games. I don't know
yeah,
about you, but I love those games. Long ones,
yeah.
man.
I mean, Final Fantasy VII is still my jam, so I appreciate it. But Resident Evil
No, because
7,
it makes me save money.
yeah, true.
If I'm not
That's
done yet, then I'm not buying anything else. So
right. So my point with that is like um you're taking away so much more than just the original experience. You're taking away people's vision or not. Can I say people's vision? No, I can't. But expectations, most probably, like the expectations set
I
for
think
this
that,
game.
yeah, I think that fits it. That fits the bill.
Yeah, because we already know what we're supposed to be getting, right? It's not like this is a new game. It's just that we
Mhm.
already know what's in here, and that you're just taking a piece of paper, putting it on the floor. Hey, let's make a game, and then crap on it, and then throw it in the trash. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but it's what I think it is.
It'll do for now.
Yeah, it's what I think it is, though. That's what I think it is right now. Because I was hyped too, and Steam, by the way, Steam fucking charges
Uh-huh.
you $3,000, almost $3,000 for 2,998 pesos for RE3.
Resident Evil 3? Damn.
You're
For that,
kidding.
that short game?
You're
Damn, boy.
kidding. Like
Up until now?
yeah, no, it's on sale right now
Oh,
for like
man.
1,800.
There it is. That's the Steam price.
Jesus Christ. Now, if it was normal, if it was priced like 1,600, I would have been all over that. I really was. I really would be. But two
Mhm.
nine nine eight, you can fucking kiss my smooth balls for God's shit. I cannot. I won't succumb to that. Even if I do love the Resident Evil franchise. And I get it. You know, Resident Evil games are usually or usually has high
Oh,
replay value, right?
uh-huh.
People
Yeah.
speed run this shit because it's you can because you can.
Uh-huh.
The
And it's a challenge
shortening
to
it,
me.
yeah, shortening it to like a 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour. Was it 6 hours? Like 6 hours, right?
I
A
think
6 hour
so. Yeah, I
experience?
think so.
Shit, son.
Fuck.
Come.
Fuck that shit, man. So, are you looking forward to The Village?
Oh, interesting. I kind of am. Kind of.
Ah, all
But
right, all right.
but rumors have surfaced. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so take it with a grain of salt. Again, these are rumors, and I I don't have time to search for the sources, but I forgot the name of the guy. But this guy was the one who leaked information about the village, and he was
Okay.
spot on. And now he's leaking RE4 remake. Remember
Ooh, the
when
best there is?
you remember the time when nobody knew what it was, and then leaks came out, and this guy said, the next Resident Evil would be called the Village, right? And then
Uh-huh.
he marked the three eyes and the V, and he was right. It was the Village,
Uh-huh.
and now he's leaking RE4. Again, I have no sources. You can look it up if you want. Um, and I'm I'm hopeful. This guy is messing with my head. Jesus
Well, it
Christ.
is. We're talking about the best there is,
The
man.
best in the
Like
franchise? Hell yeah.
Resident, yeah, dude.
And I get to
Like,
see
1, 2, and 3 are nostalgia fueled, but 4 stands the test of time.
one,
So,
one, two, and three.
hopefully,
1, 2, and 3 were the best in the first PlayStation.
oh yeah, yeah.
There's no arguing that.
But the how far they'd come
Let me just scratch my back.
for Resident Evil 4, right? So I just hope they don't fuck that up because that's a gem right there.
And please do not remake Code Veronica, for the love of God, because you're just gonna fuck it up if you remake Code Veronica. Shit.
Hopefully, they just go the numbered route.
Yeah.
Veronica did not have a number, right? There was nothing to it. It was just Code Veronica. Maybe they'll just
Well,
remake.
it
Um,
has continuity. Code Veronica.
ah,
It does. It does. You never played it, did you?
yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. So it has continuity from Resident Evil 2.
Oh, so it's like 2.5.
Kind of. Was it 2.5? Because this time it's like Claire meeting
Claire,
up
right?
with and she meets up with Chris. Well, that's not entirely the story, but
Siblings.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chris would be there, but I think he's there.
Time has not been kind to Chris.
Yeah,
In Resident Evil 8.
they made him fat.
Time has not been good to Chris.
Too many donuts in the RPD, Chris.
I deserve this. He has a box of I deserve this. After everything I've been through. Fuck everybody. Let me have this.
I really dislike what they did to him in 6 though. He was a shell of a man.
Six.
Right? He was the BSAA.
Is six
the
is six the one with multiple characters?
yeah, where you can play as Cheryl Birkin, you can play as
That
Leon and Chris. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
By the way, I did not. Oh, we're now in Resident Evil talks. Jesus Christ. Okay. I did have a topic in mind, but I forgot. It was just in my head. Let's see. Give me a sec. Resident Evil 8. The Village. See, that's your Chris right now. Sumo Chris. It's fat, yo. You had too many donuts in the RPD, my man.
Or maybe he's not fat. Maybe
It's just the jacket.
yeah, he's fat. It's just a jacket. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's jacked.
But look at-
really jacked.
But
Like,
look at those
like-
cheeks.
maybe. Yeah, he's
Stop
fat.
justifying. What the hell are you doing here, Leon? What the fuck, man? Jesus.
Resident Evil 8. Why is Leon there? They're gonna ruin it if they bring Leon there. It's way too much.
Beyond the. What the hell is this? This would be a fun Resident
And
Evil.
why is the shotgun fired? Look at his face. Look at his face and the shotgun fired. Like that's bad editing right there, man.
I'm interested in this one though. Like this guy. Bigger picture. Yeah, this guy. Holy shit.
Werewolf?
Is it a
I
werewolf?
don't know. Is it a werewolf?
Or it's like El Gigante from whatever.
Oh yeah. El Gigante, yeah. From 4?
Shit. I don't know. These are they don't look like they're from Resident Evil. These guys don't look like they're from Resident Evil. Shit.
Who knows, man? Maybe.
This tripped me off. I didn't think this aesthetic would be Resident Evil.
Yeah, me too.
What the hell? Man? What? And Mia died. It's the worst time for sequels. Joel dies, Mia dies. just kill everybody, man. Let's just make something new. Luke dies or Star Wars. Like they're just killing everybody. What's next? Wait, they already killed Captain America 3 times?
And in the game, right? Captain America dies in the game.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you please? Let's stop killing people. Oh my god, just stop killing people we love.
You're gonna die in Cyberpunk like
Who do you think the next, favorite character is gonna get is gonna get the it's gonna get the axe
Zion Williamson. No, I'm kidding.
from 2K?
Uh, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Hmm.
If you kill Ryu or from Street Fighter or Jin or Kazuya from Tekken, well, technically they're already both dead.
Ryu will be the bigger surprise, and then switch Ryu. No, put Sean in there from Street Fighter 3. I think it's about time that he gets a proper 3D introduction.
Didn't he already have one?
When was it?
SF5?
4?
Oh,
SF5?
no, he was just a
Sean?
cartoon. Yeah, Sean was in.
Yeah, it was
Super,
just like with Laura because he's Laura's brother,
yeah.
right? So
Wait,
kill Ryu.
and replace him with
Um,
Sean.
kill Ryu. Give Ken something different, and then put Sean in there.
Give Ken something. Here, Ken. Here's a gun. Use it.
No, no, no. Here's
Here's a
here's
shotgun.
Ryu's headband. Wear it.
Jesus Christ.
What the? Why can't you let me move on, man?
Damn. Or kill Ken, but then make Ryu older.
Kill
Oh,
Ken and put Sean in there because Sean is Ken's apprentice.
yeah, true. I don't know.
But no, I think the bigger impact would be the poster boy. You take Ryu away. Do you go the Street Fighter 3
It would-
route where Alex becomes the poster boy? That's gonna be a tough sell.
Hold up.
That's gonna be tough
think-
to.
I think
Yeah.
it would be a bigger impact if Ryu killed Ken, but then he wakes up not knowing what he did.
Oh shit! But that's too late for that now, right?
No, not yet, because the timeline is Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3. No, sorry. It's supposed to be SF1, SF2.
No, like it's Street Fighter 3 now, right? Like the latest one is Street Fighter 3.
The last one, yes. In terms
Yeah.
of lore, Street Fighter
So
3 is the
in
future.
terms of, because he already has Denjin Hadouken there, right? What's this? If you think about it, is it with that age, right? I don't know. I don't fucking know how old Ryu would be in Street Fighter
Wait, let's-
3.
That's a good question. How old is Ryu from Street Fighter? That's a good question.
He's
19.
50? Oh, the actual age of his creation. Okay. Street Fighter 3.
Ryu's longtime friend and rival Ken will turn 50 next February. This was 2014.
No, I think this is conception, I think. Like when they were conceived as characters. Wait, let me check.
See, date of birth. That's his bio right there in the game.
Oh, okay.
So this is what he's supposed to
Street
look like
Fighter.
now. Hells to the
He
yes.
doesn't. Oh yeah. So Street Fighter Alpha takes place in 1988. So Ryu, being born in July 21, 1964, would be 24, and in Alpha 3, he would be 26. But he doesn't look. Oh wait. Oh, there. I'm looking at a wiki for Ryu, and it says here that yeah, it's still 1964.
It's
But
that.
strange. It says here that in Street Fighter 3, he's 33. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's. But I'd love to see
Plus, he
Ryu like.
doesn't look old for Street Fighter 3. Right?
He actually looks pretty old for Street Fighter 3. Because if you look at his Street Fighter 5, this is the one. He looks younger here. And Street Fighter 4 Ryu. Can you give me a Street Fighter 4 Ryu? Can't find one.
There, I'm looking at how Ryu looks like in Street Fighter. Dude, look at him. It's like he can't be 50. What?
But if we're talking about like how I want the old Ryu to progress, I want this. This right now.
Wait. Let me go back to where am I? There. Alright. Or
Where
you
we-
know, we got the bearded Ryu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but this is also bearded.
Street Fighter 4? No, the bearded one with no gi.
Yeah, this one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's still just like Ryu not shaving. It's just like
Yeah, he still looks young. Yeah, you're right.
this one looks like he's the fisherman from Osaka or something.
Like he gave up on street fighting.
Wait, Osaka is it the right place? What's the tropical part of Japan?
Um,
God, it's not Osaka. Osaka,
Osaka could be one.
Osaka, Japan. Nope, it's in the middle of the fucking wherever.
Kyoto.
Japan, tropical place.
Yeah, Kyoto, Nara, Sapporo,
Okinawa. There you go.
Okinawa, Karate Kid Part 2.
Yeah, they had like terrible weather there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Okinawa's like that's it. Yeah, fisherman. Like, how do we get into this? We're just getting into fucking tangents now. Resident Evil 8, then Street Fighter. Anyways, you know who Maximilian Dude is, right?
Yeah.
When he saw this trailer and saw this guy, he's like, "Hey, that's me." It's like, fuck. Jesus, and he's right. He does look like him. God, jeez. All right. I had so much fun, man. Like, episode 5. This one's a long one, guys. You know, brace yourselves. Definitely something worth listening to. That those points that we made for The Last of Us, I think, our perspectives were pretty on point based on someone playing the game and someone who's just enjoying the story of it. Because, I think again, I'm gonna give you the same spiel I did on the first Last of Us. If it was a movie, it would be a great fucking movie, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
conveying the emotions and letting that ride out, like experiencing the entire immersion of you know um, the game, I don't think you would be able to do that with a movie. It's just a totally different medium for that. So yeah, we're not gonna recommend anything like whether you should buy it or if you shouldn't. We're not that kind of
Yeah, it's
we're
up
not
to
that kind
you.
of groups. Just we just told you guys what our thoughts were about this game. Again, me, it's more of
But wait, that's too late now. At this point in time, that's too late because this is spoiler.
yeah. Whether you're still debating whether you're gonna buy this game, even if you are spoiled, because I was on the verge of buying this on release, even if I was spoiled, and I was like,
uh-huh.
should I wait?
No,
Would I
but not
love it?
like not like our spoilers. Ours are on point.
True. Anyways, if you don't like killing dogs, this game is not for you.
Oh no, bear! God damn it, no.
Yeah. This wasn't
Bear.
this wasn't for me. Then and that was the biggest draw for me. I just can't. I just cannot do that. Zombie dogs are a totally different thing. I'd shoot them on sight. That's not a problem.
No, it didn't bother me until it was Bear and Alice. For the rest, and I needed to survive. Like, I needed to.
This
That
is
was
the
fine for me.
this is the
But
reason
with
why
Alice,
you don't get
uh-huh.
shotguns in Nintendogs, man.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love Nintendogs. Man,
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, dude, my heart sank when I saw that. I couldn't.
yeah, my heart sank with Bear. Oh no, my heart sank with Bear when you were playing with him,
Yeah,
and it sank
that's
with Alice. I hated that. I did not like that one bit. But I suppose you had to, because at that point in time you had no choice. There's no getting around Alice.
uh we will definitely have a games podcast where we're just gonna gloss over the story but talk about the gameplay itself soon. It's gonna probably be mostly Ed. I don't know if we can have a guest, a guest somewhere in the middle of that, because
We'll, we'll
I
have
can't really.
we'll have Troy Baker and
Yeah.
we'll have Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson next time.
God. I wish.
Oh, my good old buddy Troy will be joining us.
Our best buds. Remember when we all hung out at?
Remember when they texted us that they'd be voicing Joel and Ellie again?
And they said they'd be, getting Laura Bailey to join them. Yeah, I remember that text.
Yeah,
Did you keep it?
yeah, I remember that text message. That the GC we have.
We're such good friends, man. Can't believe it.
Just such express. It's just the four of us. Like, Troy, Ashley, and the two of us. Just the four of us. What a GC, man.
Jesus Christ. There's still a hell of a lot more. This game is really polarizing for a lot of reasons. There's a lot more that we can talk about, but it's too much time. And this has been going on for a long time already. So, with that said, don't buy Resident Evil. Just kidding.
By Resident Evil 6.
Actually, yeah. Like, don't buy it full price. Buy it if it's like on sale, like for $120.
For $500.
No, it once went on sale for like 200 pesos or something.
God damn! All right.
Jesus, right? Like, so if it's like on sale, like just buy it then. But now, no.
Yeah.
And don't buy.
Do yourselves a favor.
Don't
Run.
buy. Oh yeah, here's a tip. Here's a tip. Here's a recommendation for anyone. Like, if you're thinking that you'd be enjoying the old my players or my careers from the other 2K games. I mean, we did talk about 2K briefly earlier.
Yeah.
Do not buy old games. Like, even if you love like the what's that Justice and the OJ, and you want to replay that my career, just don't buy that 2K. Was it 2K16 or 2K?
Oh, with Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yeah. Don't buy any old 2K, NBA 2K games because my career is done. You won't be able to play online anymore. Server shit. I can't play my 2K18 anymore. That's the last game that I ever bought. Like, I wanted to.
Oh, man.
So
But you can go offline.
no, if you play offline, you don't get to use you don't get to see the story. You don't get to play all that shit.
Oh,
It sucks.
fuck.
It
All right.
does. It does. So yeah, don't buy old games, and that's one of the reasons why I don't support 2K anymore as much as I did back then. So yeah, that's it for me. How about you, Ed? Any last words? Don't kill Bear.
Bear, I'm sorry.
Don't kill Bear.
Dude, just run. Okay? When you start a chapter, you see a dog, just fucking run. Run to the destination. If you can't find the destination, look for it. Don't kill the dog. Let Bear live. He just wants to play fetch. So, yeah.
Should
So
we
my parting words to all of you is Abby's the best.
just should we put out a statement like right now, like don't let anyone convince you otherwise of playing or not playing a video game. You know,
Yeah, yeah. Um, do what you love. Do what you like to do. If you like a certain game, don't let anybody change your mind because they hated it or whatnot.
if you're
Learn to decide for yourselves. And for those of you who do not enjoy certain video games, that's okay.
that's fine.
That's cool.
It's true.
That's fine. That's completely fine. What's not fine is trying to convince somebody not to get it because you didn't
You-
like it.
yeah.
Let people enjoy things. Let people experience things.
It's
So The
what
Last of Us is a very good example because it's an experience, right? Let people form their own opinions on their own. So
that's a takeaway of this game. Like you saw it right here. Like me and Ed just don't really have the same
yeah, we don't have the
point of view.
same opinion on
Mm-hmm.
the
True.
matter, but we still had a pretty fun discussion. I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun with that. Um, that's the point of it, I think. That's what Neil Druckmann wants from this game, a discussion,
Yep.
right? So,
It's a good one
I
too.
think, right? So I think a discussion would be extremely useful for people who both love it and both hate it, so you can gain new perspective. What I love about the conversation we had was I had never thought of it that way before you mentioned it. That it's not a journey of revenge. Like
Oh,
that's a new one on me, right? So I've always thought of this like revenge and its consequences, right?
right.
So um, that's a new one. So I appreciate the new insight, and
Awesome.
I think all of us owe ourselves and people around us to just sit and have a conversation because the world is pretty toxic already. You know what I mean? 2020 has been heavy on all of us, and why add more to that by being, a toxic component or a toxic member of the video game space?
A negative
So,
Nelly.
mhm,
Well, you can be you.
mhm.
Well, yeah. Sorry, but you can be negative, but don't just don't put it into
Just
others.
don't be toxic. You can have that opinion. You can hate a game or you can dislike a game, but don't be toxic. Have a
Yeah,
conversation. Maybe you'll learn something new.
yeah. I definitely learned something new with Abby today. A lot more than just watching other people play the game.
Mhm.
Because yeah, when you watch a lot of the people who play Last of Us Part Two, they have nothing but
Yeah,
complaints. It gets tiring. And yeah, again, what I picked up from everything was that this was not a revenge tale. Um, this was not something that was made for the super fans. This was a decision by the artist, by the director, by Neil Druckmann, over everyone's expectations. It's what he wanted, and just respect what he wants, I guess, because none of us can make The Last of Us, man.
yeah. I'm
Oh
not
shit.
smart enough to direct.
Yeah, none of us can do that anyway. So,
I can
yeah.
be a voice actor. I can be a voice actor
Okay,
for
Troy.
somebody who gets
Okay.
killed in the first.
Oh, okay, Troy.
Hey, hey, my best friend Troy. Why don't you save Final Fantasy 13, Troy? I was counting on you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Um,
all right. Again, guys. Yeah, a lot of stuff here to digest. So hopefully you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next episode.
yeah, hashtag Bear Lives. So.
Hashtag Bear lives. No bear!
Where?
Bear!
No! Jesus Christ.